Hey everyone, great to have you back. I hope you're doing well. Today's video is super important. It's about a deadline that's coming up faster than you think. May 7th, 2025. It's the official deadline for the real ID, and if you travel or visit government offices, especially places like the Social Security office, this could affect you directly. Now I get it. Real ID sounds like just another government formality, but trust me, missing this could make your next flight or office visit a real headache. So let's break it all down in a clear, simple way. First off, what even is the Real ID? Well, it goes back to the aftermath of September 11th. In 2005, the government passed the Real ID Act to make IDs more secure and harder to fake. Think of it as the federal government saying, let's tighten up how we issue identification so no one slips through the cracks. Instead of letting each state do its own thing, Real ID sets a nationwide standard. That means more proof, better technology in your ID card, and stricter verification when it's issued. You might be wondering, wait, didn't we hear about this years ago? Yes, it's been delayed multiple times, mostly due to pushback from states and then the pandemic. But now with deadlines locked in and no more extensions, May 7th, 2025 is final. No grace period. After that, if you want to, board a domestic flight, enter a federal building, or access secure areas like military bases. You'll need either a real ID compliant license or a valid passport. So how do you even know if your ID is real ID ready? Look for a star in the top corner of your license, but it's usually gold or white. Some states, like California, use a golden bear with a star. If your ID doesn't have that star, it's not compliant. Now here's where it gets a little messy. Not every state is at the same stage in this rollout. For example, Florida, Colorado, Georgia, and Maryland have made big progress. But New Jersey, only about 17% of residents have gotten their real ID. Others like Maine, Pennsylvania, and Washington are also lagging. So, depending on where you live, this process could be super smooth, or full of long wait times and limited appointments. Here's a big question I hear a lot. Do I need a real ID to visit the Social Security office? The answer is no. You don't need a real ID for Social Security services. You do need valid photo identification, like your regular driver's license, a U.S. passport, or a state-issued ID. But as of now, the Social Security Administration doesn't require a real ID-compliant license. That said, make sure whatever ID you bring is not expired and the info matches your records. Even if you don't have to get a real ID right away, it might still be smart to get one. Here's why. If you travel for the holidays, business, or family, having a real ID means you can breeze through TSA without carrying your passport everywhere. Passports are bulky and expensive. Real ID is just your driver's license, more convenient and easier to replace if lost. If your current license is expiring soon, just upgrade to a real ID at renewal. No extra trip needed. Now let's talk about what you need to bring to the DMV. Proof of full legal name, like a birth certificate or passport. Proof of your social security number, SS card or W-2. Two documents that show your current address, like a utility bill, lease, or bank statement. Important. Many states don't let you do the whole process online. You'll likely need an in-person appointment, and your real ID won't be printed on the spot. It'll be mailed to you. And that temporary paper license they give you, it's not valid for flying, so don't wait till the last week. And here's something else to think about. Real ID is just the beginning. Experts say it's laying the groundwork for more advanced ID systems in the future, like digital IDs, biometric scans, and even blockchain-based identity tools. So getting familiar now is a smart move for staying ahead. What about privacy? A fair concern. The good news is your personal information doesn't go to some big federal database. It stays with your state's DMV. But still, always ask questions and stay informed. So, to wrap it up, no, you don't need a real ID for Social Security visits. A standard ID will do, but for travel and access to certain federal buildings, you will need one starting May 7th, 2025. And the earlier you handle it, the less stress you'll deal with down the line. Let me know in the comments. Have you gotten your Real ID yet, or are you still waiting? And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. We're here to help you stay ahead of these life updates every step of the way. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.